Live stream. Now, before we go live, in literally about 20 minutes, I think it is, until 1:30, we're going to be talking to you briefly about the Sodick Sodi-tech stand. This is a massive stand. In fact, it's the biggest they've ever had at any show. In fact, I have just enjoyed a couple of lovely sandwiches, packet of crisps, a cup of tea. I'm so happy.
Well, you get well catered for. They've offered everything to me, but I'm just so busy prepping for today's show. We're going to be showing some really sophisticated machine tools, EDM, injection moulding, but it's a great stand, isn't it?
It's a fantastic stand. Now, the thing with this brand, and I'm going to be speaking to the CEO of the company at 1:30, just kind of like the history and kind of what their USP is. And we're going to be discussing linear motors. There's so much that they've got to offer. You mentioned it, some of the technology. Not everybody knows that Sodick have high-speed milling machines. You know, they've got injection moulding. They're partnered up with Aroa and Zeiss, and they've got a die sinker machine that they all talk to each other. There is so much on this stand, and I think it's kind of breaking the barriers. That's what the tour is going to be, breaking the barriers so you get to get as close to that technology. You might not have even known that they did half of these machines.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, Sodick, a massive organisation, but they're very, very well known for EDM. But obviously the milling machines, the drill, the injection moulding machines, they're state-of-the-art. They're as good quality as their EDM and the reputation.
Now, they have a wonderful reputation. I'm going to ask you a question, though, Mark. Can you dance?
No.
Can you... No.
No.
Can you groove?
No.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
iGroove.
You just said iGroove, so what does that mean? It means you can. Why am I giving you abuse about grooving and dancing?
Well, they've got a specific machine with patent technology, which is called iGroove, and I'm going to be talking to our big Chris from Sodick. What is it? Why have they invented it, basically?
Yeah, it's all about accuracy, timing, everything. But all the technology is going to be in the live show. I'm looking forward to talking to Chris. He's one of the funniest people in this industry, and he made me run around the showroom the other day. He did. But I'm going to hand the microphone over to you, Mark, because you've got a customer, and this is a long-standing customer of Sodick Sodi-tech.
Well, go and enjoy your sandwiches. Okay. Now, I'm very privileged to speak to Laura. Now, Laura, tell me a little bit about your company and what machines you got.
Hiya. I'm from Chilwell Products. We are a metal pressings company, and our products go into the construction industry.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you look at a brand like Sodick, you know, is this something that you've been using for a long time?
Yeah, we've worked with Sodick for about 36 years now. So I'm a third generation in our family-run business. So my dad has dealt with them for a number of years. Very recently, in the last year, we've just had another refurb machine from them. So yeah, we've got a good partnership.
And I think it's also about the backup as well, isn't it, and the service you actually get. Because unfortunately, machines do go down, and every minute is costing you money. How do you find the backup and service from them?
Yeah, the guys are great there. Chris, who's our primary contact, you know, yeah, straight onto him and yeah, got it sorted. Don't worry about it. I can't fault them really. That's why we've worked with them for so long, and we continue, you know, to go back to them when we do have any problems or queries or anything. That after support is fantastic.
Now, I heard over your shoulder you were speaking to someone, and your company's a bit different. You work a 4-day week, don't you? Tell us why.
We do. I believe in kind of investing back into the people that work for us. We've been able to do this through investment in machinery and improve our capacity vastly, but also, whilst keeping customers happy, wanted to give something back to our people. So, yeah, we now only work 34 hours a week instead of 39.
So you get a few people smiling to you on a Thursday night now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we get to kind of this time in the week, you know, it's Tuesday afternoon and we're nearly halfway through the week. So, yeah, it is quite cool.
So how many machines do you actually have of Sodick's?
At the moment, we've only got one, but we have had a number over the years. I think at one stage we had 2 or 3. So, yeah, we've continued to use them and go back to them. They're brilliant for what we need.
And does it allow you to maybe look at other sectors with capacity as well? You know, obviously you're working in the construction business, but could it allow you to actually make parts for other sectors?
Definitely. You know, we are engineers at the heart of what we do. So, yeah, it allows that kind of diversity. If we wanted to step into something else, we've definitely got the capacity there to do that with, one of our machines from Sodick. So yeah.
And how is business?
It's going really well. I'm pleased to say the 4-day week's been great. Our productivity's high. It's been a good move for us.
And is it nice to actually come out to an exhibition for a change?
Yeah, for sure. I really wanted to come to this a couple of years ago, but obviously COVID had other ideas. It's fantastic to come here today and see some of the technology on display.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you as well. If you want to know a little bit more about Sodick, join us at 1:30 here at the NEC.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the MTDCNC live show from MACH 2022. It is a pleasure to be on the stand and kickstart this live show because I'm with Peter Capp, who's the CEO, and we're on the Sodi-tech stand. And Peter, I opened your facility exactly 3 years ago in Warwick.
You did, just before COVID hit us. So that's right, and a wonderful day it was too.
Oh, honestly, it's so memorable, and I drive past there quite often, and I'm always like, it just brings back memories. It's a fantastic showroom. We will be talking about it a little bit later on. Right then, so if not many of you know about this technology, Sodi-tech, can you just explain to everybody just the difference?
Yeah, actually, Sodick is the manufacturer of the machine. It's a Japanese company based in Yokohama. And Sodi-tech looks after the UK and Ireland as the distributor of the product, looking after sales, service, parts, consumables, and everything to do with the machine itself.
Honestly, on this stand, there is so much technology. You might not have even seen half of the technology that they do. High-speed machining, injection moulding, we've got the EDM, we've got die sink. You've even teamed up with Zeiss, Aroa, and of course your die sinking machines to all kind of talk to each other. So you're bringing automation into the mix as well, aren't you?
Well, it is in Europe, Lindsay, but we don't see a lot of it in the UK, so we just thought it was a good idea to bring it to the UK, to bring the cell of those three machines together, and for the first time we're showing it at the exhibition.
It's brilliant. Now, I've said this on every single live stream. Thank you for watching, but also we want to get you as close to the technology as we are. That's what these live streams are all about. If you want to get if you want to get any messages in, if you've got any questions for Peter, any member of the team, Chris, whomever we're talking to later, write in the comments below. We've got all the technology to get those questions directly to us as presenters, and we can ask all of the experts on the stand. Now, let's talk a little bit of age, right? How long have these brands been around?
Well, Sodick itself is 45 years old, in the Japanese company. Sodi-tech is 32 years old, actually, this year, so that's a happy birthday to us. But, of course, linear motors themselves, of which we're the pioneer, we started in 1998. Right. Since that time, if you want me to continue.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Since that time, we've actually manufactured 250,000 linear motors.
That's massive, and that's kind of like your USP. So what is it that, you told me a fact, like that's a lot, and I mean, I don't know your competitors, but they are nowhere near close in terms of quantity as 250,000. But what's the USP with having a linear motor?
Well, we're talking accuracy and repeatability and longevity. So we will have machines which could be 20 years old coming back as we replace the machines, and we can get them back to the original specification very, very quickly.
I've been to quite a few of your case studies, A&M, EDM in Birmingham being one of them. Fantastic company. In fact, I saw Gary Sermon from here yesterday. He was at the show. They praise you. They say, they've got so many of your wire machines. I think it's something like 20, of course. They praise you for your service, your support, and they say they just don't break down. So, they love what you do for them, but they don't need you half the time.
Well, A&M, of course, we've been with them from the beginning with Mark, as you know. Actually, I think they've ordered something like 40 machines off us in their time. So they're a big user and for us, a very valued customer, to be quite honest with you.
Now, talking about big users, valued customers, of course, we're going to talk about some more of the technology in just a few moments. But because you are leaps and bounds ahead in terms of quantities that you've sold, you're able to kind of be ahead aren't you? And that's what your USP is. You're so far ahead. You've got iGroove technology, which you'll find out about in just a minute. What does this give you as a USP then, Peter?
It gives us a time period where the competition, to be quite honest with you, cannot get near us for a certain amount of time, because of the knowledge that we have with linear motors and the ability to change things quickly because of our production plants, like in Thailand and in China and in Japan. So we really have roughly we'll have a 5-7 year lead on anybody that wishes to get into linear motors on machine tools.
And I've spoken to your customers, and I don't know whether I'm allowed to say this, but it is quoted from them. They're like the best of the best. When the people always often compare brands to cars and everything. A lot of people say like these are the Rolls Royces of machines, and that's quotes from customers. So you've got a lot of respect in this marketplace.
We have, yes, and obviously because we've been here 32 years, we've looked after all the customers. Most of them have come to see us today, yesterday, and hopefully for the rest of the week. And it is our biggest stand that we've ever had at a MACH exhibition, 420 square metres. So, yeah, we're enjoying it.
And they've got a new machine launch at the end of the year, but I'm not going to tell you any more about that because it's all a little bit on the hush-hush. Right, okay, we're going to head over to Mark and one of my favourite people in this industry, Chris Hellier, who is going to be talking about the iGroove software, and get those messages in because we need to get him grooving, I tell you.
Hey, we're back at MACH, Chris. It's been a long, long wait, 4 years.
It has, yeah. It's great to see so many people buzzing around. Great to talk to people face to face. Great to shake hands with people. Yeah, it's really nice to be out and about again.
Very impressed with your stand. This is the largest stand that you've actually had in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we always like to put a little bit of effort in, and we always come up with something new and something refreshing. It's nice to have the Japanese theme going as well through the stand. So yeah, we always like to make a bit of an effort.
Now, Sodi-tech are very well known in the UK and Ireland and worldwide for EDM, and we are going to be talking about the sync machine here. This is a very popular machine, isn't it?
It is, yeah. This is probably one of the most popular machines we do, even though it's what we term as our entry-level machine. It's got the same core components as the higher end and the premium range machines. So a very high use of ceramic components, great use of linear motors, of course onboard programming system. So yeah, this is the only difference really is a swing door rather than a rise and fall work tank. But yeah, very popular machine.
And where are you selling these into? What type of industries?
Do you know what? It's across the board really. I would say probably more your kind of tool maker, not so much your lower end industries, because aerospace do use this type of machine as well. So pretty much across the board really. It's a very capable machine.
And why do you think it's so popular?
Do you know what? Probably cost effectiveness, to be quite honest with you. It's got the same performance as the premium range machines. It's just a little bit lighter construction, so yeah, very popular.
Can we take a look at some of the other machines you got here?
Yeah, of course. So we mentioned earlier about this being a premium range machine as opposed to the AD. The difference is this has got an automatic rise and fall work tank. It's got the brand new Windows 10 control system on it, and a few nice things like LED lighting signal tower, which means you can tell the status of the machine from the other side of a shop just by looking. And of course a big rise and fall work tank here from a CE perspective, so that people who are running long production jobs can keep the machine running.
Now, a lot of customers will know linear motor drives, but what does that actually mean, Chris?
So linear motor drives, basically when you cut through all of the PR, is no wear and no backlash for the life of the machine. It's a very robust method of moving axes around very accurately. We work to 4 decimal places, so it's a tenth of a micron resolution, so very accurate for the life of the machine. We give you a 10-year accuracy guarantee on all of the products that we're exhibiting here, so very reliable bit of kit.
I was speaking to one of your customers earlier on, and they said the reason they invest with you is because of the support the UK actually give to them in the UK.
Yeah, we're very lucky. We've got great application support and great after-sales service support, so very lucky. It's a great team. We're very lucky to have the staff that we've got, and obviously want to try and keep them as long as we can.
Now, EDM has been a bit, some engineers say it's a bit of a black art, but why is Sodick so popular?
I think you've already mentioned it really, the service and support that you get from people, obviously very great level of technology. Machines are very robust, they're going to keep running, and heaven forbid they do get a problem, we've got a great service and support team as well backing us up.
And the good thing about you guys being based in the UK is your stock levels is pretty good, isn't it?
That's right, yeah, everything's in-house at our new technical centre and showroom facility in Warwick. So yeah, we that's all part of the backup and support.
Now, I said to the audience earlier on that we're going to be talking about something that you're launching here, iGroove. Can we go and have a look at that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, as I say, we had a discussion about this machine a while back, but what does iGroove actually do, and how does it actually work?
Okay, so this is kind of the refresh of the previous ALC machine. The only real addition is that we've now got a rotating wire system. So this is so that we use the full area of the wire, the full diameter of the wire as it's going down and machining the workpiece, which gives us very good straightness, very good surface finish. And it's also got the added bonus that it uses less wire. Because we're using the full diameter of the wire, we can run the wire slower, so the customer gets some economy from it as well.
And I presume, by saying that, also the surface finish is better.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of a triple whammy, really. You get better surface finish and straightness, and saving money as well.
And is this something that Sodick have actually come up with in relation to something new, or feedback from your customers?
Yeah, no, as far as I know, I've been in the game for 30 years. I've never known any real major changes in the wire erosion process. This is fantastic to be able to come up with something brand new. The feedback from the customers so far is it's great. It's doing what it was obviously designed to do. So, we're very happy with it.
And the type of customers which this will appeal to, who are they?
I would say the higher end customers, to be honest. Anybody that's chasing the micron, so anybody that wants better surface finishes. You've got 7-cut technology on this machine anyway, so of course very good surface finishes are standard. It's going to be them high end industries, I would say.
Now, sometimes I talk to you on the phone and you're in Ireland. And that's not just because of the Guinness, but you sell a lot of machines into the medical sector, don't you?
Yeah, west coast of Ireland, very big business for us. And that was a good thing really through lockdown, I guess, or through the pandemic. We've just been, as the aerospace industry dropped, maybe the medical and healthcare, medical device industry had a little bit of a boom, obviously because of what was going on. And we were very lucky to be able to provide high-end machine tools to that industry.
And is this machine actually available from stock, or can you demonstrate in Coventry?
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's in stock in Coventry. This is the official exhibition launch of the machine. So everything that's here on stand will be going back to Warwick with us. So come and see us, come and book demonstrations, and we'll prove all the technology to you.
Well, as I say, I've always been impressed with all your EDM products, and the reputation that you have personally and your sales guys is really based on not just the quality of these products, but everybody in the team.
I think so. I think, as I said, we're very lucky to have the staff that we've got, and we're very lucky to have a great product to be able to demonstrate as well. So it's a combination of all those things coming together, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to be looking at some other technology. Chris, thanks very much for your time. Now, a lot of customers know Sodick for EDM, like I said, but you may not know them so much for milling machines. Lee, this is something very, very different. But tell me, where this fits into the Sodick approach.
Yeah, so it's a high-speed machining centre. It's all about high tolerance, high finish, and good service finish as well. So it's actually not quickly cutting at the moment. It's actually just finishing up this high service quality. So it's just diamond coated cutter. But it also falls into the electrodes manufacturing sector as well. You can have the fume collector for graphite and also cutting copper as well.
And where does this sort of fit into industry?
Yeah, so it'd be mould tools, medical, high medical, yeah.
And why do we not see as many milling machines from Sodick in the marketplace? Is it because of the sectors in the UK and Ireland?
Yeah, I think they are big in Asia, but I think in Europe there's a lot of milling competition, and as we're predominantly known for EDM, as you know, that's where we're very good at. But now I think as we're getting bigger as a company, they're going to start to push the milling over here.
And I think that's quite key because, as I say, EDM's very precision, but this is as accurate as some of your EDM processes, aren't they?
Yeah, so this is cutting within plus or minus 3 micron. so it's very accurate.
And the speed of the machine?
Yes, we've got spindle speeds 40,000 RPM, and axis movement can be up to 2G.
So really, may sort of. I was talking to Chris about the medical markets. You're big on the EDM side, but yeah, again, this could fit into that.
Yeah, exactly. There's a few customers now looking exactly for the medical. I can't mention who they are, but for the medical market, and we're really close there now, and they're really happy with what we've done. So hopefully, we start making movements in Europe now.
Well, and obviously, if any engineers are looking for a milling application, is this in Coventry so people can actually see this in a demo?
Yes, it's at our showroom in Warwick, brand new facility, as you've probably been told before. It's already set up, ready to go. So throw a test cut, throw a drawing, throw a model.
Well, you guys at Sodick and Sodi-tech, you love engineers coming in and just say, look, can you make it better?
Yeah, I'd rather just do it than talk.
Lee, it's been a pleasure on this. Now, I'm going to pass over to Colin, who's going to be looking at some more technology from Sodick.
Now, I am with the first of two Connors, Connor Pliskett, and he's going to tell me all about this machine. First in the UK?
Yeah, first in the UK. So it's first time being debuted at our exhibition here at MACH, K4HL, multi-axis hole drilling machine.
So no pressure, we've got to get this 100% right, which we will. You know all about it. It is obviously a wire EDM. First of all, EDM, what does it stand for?
EDM, electro-discharge machining.
There you go. And my boss, we quizzed him many years ago and he didn't know, so that's good pressure. Okay, so looking at that, very compact machine, but it's a cost-effective machine as well. So people thinking maybe dip their toe into the EDM market?
Yeah, that's it. So anyone that has requirements such as aerospace, or anyone that's in the industry of turbines and needs cooling holes drilling in, this is very cost-effective, yeah.
Brilliant. So, looking in here then, it's not just a 3 hours, there you go, but bit of action straight away. How many axes does this machine actually have?
This machine actually has X, Y, Z. We have a W for the column, and then we've got the A and B axis on the table.
Okay, so the table there, the B axis just turned, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, yeah. So we've got the tilt and rotate axis there on the bed.
And then just to clarify, the X axis just come down there. What is the actual W axis?
The W axis is the column of the machine. The Z axis is the electrode movement, and the X and Y is the machine movement, left, right, front to back.
Okay, impressive stuff. Now, also in here, you've got automatic probing, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, yeah. So we've got a Renishaw automatic probing system, all fully integrated.
Okay, and that ties in nicely. What sort of accuracy is this machine going to?
So, sort of accuracy on this machine, we're expecting plus minus 5 microns.
Some impressive stuff. And again, I want to reiterate, this is, I mean, people might think Sodick machine is really, I mean, you're going to get great return on investment.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So Sodick machines in general, all linear motor drive, so 10-year guarantee on XY axis, so we can guarantee the accuracy of the machine for 10 years, so yeah, very good investment.
Okay, but they might think that they're beyond their reach in terms of cost, but this one really enables them to get into the market on that side of it.
Yeah, it does for multi-axis.
Okay, now going through the other side of the machine here, so first of all, here's a fast hole drill.
Yeah, it is fast hole drilling machine, yeah.
And what sort of length drills can you do on this machine?
So we can accommodate up to 500 millimetres, so anywhere between 300 and 500 millimetre electrodes can be accommodated on here.
Okay, and to tie in with that, you've got a number of different components within there. So first of all, we should start the AEF at the bottom. What is that? And if you could just point that out.
Another guide changer here. So this is for changing the electrode guide sizes. So up to 8 different guide sizes are capable on this machine.
When you say guide size, is that the diameter of the drill?
Diameter of the drill size, yeah. So we can change the guide over up to 8.
And what diameters do you go from and to?
We go from 0.25 to 3 mil as standard.
Okay. Now you say 0.25 to 0.3, but that doesn't limit you to the size, the profile you can actually cut, is that correct?
No, that's correct, yeah, because with this machine we can drill shaped holes using orbit pattern. So yeah,
I don't think that'd be
a hole out to a different size.
And that'd be an opportune time to just look at the control panel, because you can show us what profiles you can actually cut.
Yeah, so
hopefully you can see this on the screen, because we've also got the light in the background.
We have our Laran pattern, so we have multiple different options of hole shape that we can go for there, and we just put the step in, and that will be the actual what we're stepping out to.
Nice and simple to program and use.
Yeah, it is, yeah, very user-friendly interface.
What I want to go back to as well is, because Sodick, as Lindsay alluded to earlier, how many linear drives has Sodick made over the years?
Linear drives from Sodick, we're on 250,000 since 1998, so
a few more
drives out there, yeah.
But this has got linear drive pretty much all round. First of all, why? But also it does have ball screw. Why?
Yeah, so it's linear X, Y and Z because they're the cutting axis of the machine. The W axis, which is ball screw, is only for setting height, so it's not a cutting axis, it's just height setting. So yeah.
So it's not needed for that super accuracy.
For that, no, it's not needed for the accuracy there.
And just to reiterate, what accuracy would this machine go?
So the resolution of the axes are 0.001 of a millimetre.
So that's 1/10 of a micron in terms.
1/10 of a micron, yeah. Sorry, 4 decimal places, yeah. So.
Oh, that's all right. Put you under pressure. So in terms of actually cutting the component, what accuracy will you get on that?
We're talking plus minus 5 microns there.
Pretty impressive stuff there, Connor. Now we've done the AEF, and hopefully the cameraman got it moving. Next up is that now. Correct me.
ATC. So that's the tool changer, automatic tool changer.
Yeah, even I know the ATC, automatic tool changer. How many tools can it hold?
18 in total.
And hopefully Ian can see that. I'll say Ian is our cameraman. Just above that on the bronze. If you can just get in there and point that out for us, Connor.
That's the stuff here. Just got the 18. So it's 1 to 18 on there. The different collet sizes or multiple electrodes set up. Yeah.
And we said 300 to 500 in terms of length.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Which we've got.
If we just get our cameraman just to come back out here, we have some props that we prepared earlier.
There we go, yeah, that's it. So we got 500mm length brass pipe and also 300.
Now, next up, and we're working our cameraman very hard, so we're keeping our cameraman busy. So I do apologise, Ian. I'm not sorry in the slightest. Next above that is the AEF. What is that?
So that's the automatic electrode feeder. So that's our hopper system, which can accommodate up to.
If you just point that out for
that's just at the very top there. So we can accommodate up to 360 electrodes in total.
360 and also up to 500 millimetres?
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
So that is, I mean, essentially you could just be machining 24/7 essentially.
It could be lights out machining on here, drilling 24/7, yeah, correct.
Do you like the machine?
Yeah, I do, yeah, very good bit of kit.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, a couple of things then. What sort of materials are you cutting on this?
So this currently is a bit of Inconel that we've got on here, but anything that is electrically conductive can be machined, so.
But really tough materials?
Yeah, really tough materials generally. Inconel, Stavac, stuff like that, so.
And what sort of industry? Because that's an aerofoil, I'm assuming?
It's an aerofoil we've got on there currently, yeah.
So with an aerofoil, though, generally they're hollow. What happens when it actually cuts through?
Auto breakout detection, so as soon as it breaks into the cooling vein itself, it will detect it's broken through, retract, move on to the next hole.
I think we've pretty much covered it all there. Anything else you'd like to add, Connor?
No, I think that's about it, really. I think it's just good. Sodick, yeah.
Small footprint, cost-effective solution if you want some fast hole drilling, and Connor absolutely loves it. It was working the camera really well there, I think. I think if we get some, actually, as Lindsay alluded to earlier, we want some comments for you to put Connor under the pressure, and there's a big round of applause in the background. I think that was for Connor as he struts away. Now, that was a first in the UK. I've got another first in the UK, and it's not Chris here who is lurking, because we're going to come to this in a minute. This is the automation. It's not Chris, actually. I did tell a lie. I do apologise. This is your automation system. You're all excited. I'm going to put him under pressure. Oh, he's not live yet there. That's the joy of live. We're going to barge this gentleman out of the way. Connor is ready and waiting. Another Connor. Excuse me, sir. Thank you for seeing the joys of live filming. Connor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon indeed. Now, Sodick are very well known for plastic injection moulding machines.
Yes, outside of Europe they've been known for about 25 years, Far East and North America. Well respected in the upper echelons of the injection moulding market, yeah.
When you say upper echelons, top 10%?
About top 10%. Anything that's fine edge, electronic, medical, where tolerance and repeatability is a premium, that's where we live.
Okay. You say Europe and America. I've not seen one of these UK, so this is a first?
This is a first. So we've taken a while to bring this in, the CE marking, the various elements, and market demand led. So we've decided it's time to bring this machine to market because that's the new applications we see. If we look at any piece of modern technology and open it up, it's full of fine edge connectors, small plastic components that really cannot be processed with conventional plastic machinery.
Okay, so what I want to do is find out what makes this machine so different, so special. So I think first of all, let's do a bit of action and get into the envelope there, please.
Let me pause this 1 second. End of cycle. So primarily difference here, let me just stop the noise. The primary difference with this machine is you'll see we have, it looks obviously like a double barrel system. This is a conventional machine where we'd have a screw with a check ring and the entire length of the material is like that. The material moves along the screw, builds up a shot size and injects. With this machine what we've done is we use the top section purely for metering. The screw doesn't reciprocate back and forward. The screw turns and forces the material down into an injection chamber and then closes a hydraulic valve up here and then injects the material into the tool.
So to the layman, who, I mean, they will know what they're doing in terms of injection moulder. What does that actually mean to them though?
What it means is our shot-to-shot repeatability is huge. With small parts, the ability to inject exactly the same by weight material into the cavity means we can fill the cavity without overpressurizing it, which guarantees, number one, quality parts, not flashed or short, but number two, a very tight tolerance control from a dimensional point of view. So on a typical part where you'd be looking at plus or minus 10 to 15 microns, we could probably drop that down to 7 microns plus or minus.
7 microns?
Yes, and that's not unusual in some of the components we deal with.
And these machines, you load them up, as long as the plastic or the material is coming on top, load them up, run them 24/7, 7 days a week.
If you can, and if there's an extra day, we try and squeeze that in too.
There you go, there's a bit of pressure. Now, people won't have seen this machine before, as we've already looked in the UK.
Yep.
Just a quick bit on the controls, because there's a lot going on, but it's relatively simple.
Yeah, they've tried to keep this, it's a Windows PC based system, and we've tried to keep the control systems to what you actually need to run the machine. Nothing superfluous. So we don't have a huge amount of pages, but in this page here, that tells me pretty much everything I need to know about what the machine is doing. And then we have real-time views and then quality pages, so we can report out on each and every shot. And we can integrate this with an IT system in a company where we automatically upload all of this information for record and statistical analysis and production analysis.
I mean, as someone said previously, data is key. Data is the new oil, isn't it?
Data is it's the only way you know what you're doing. If you don't have data, you have an opinion, and nobody wants that.
Okay. Now, just quick, I mean, what temperature is this running at? Put your test here. How simple is it?
Yeah, so this job is running, it is a liquid crystal polymer, so we're running at 350 degrees C on the barrel, and the tool is running at 60 degrees. So we need that kind of temperature with this material to get good flow rate and good consistency.
Okay, now you said this is LCP.
Yeah.
One of the key points on this is it's quite expensive.
It's about €100 a kilo.
So you don't want to don't want wasting, waste material in terms of the runners and also components that have been trashed, basically.
Yeah, basically when you're making parts, you want to make sure they're good, of good quality, but also with the runner, this element of the part is...
Or if you can stop waving it around.
This element of the part is waste product. So we want to reduce the physical size of this because this is not saleable product. That's one. But also because the machine is so accurate, we can reduce the size of this, which improves our accuracy within the cavity. So the smaller the runner, the higher the tighter we can cut our tolerances.
Okay, so save material, tighter tolerances.
Yes.
But also the material itself, you get one batch, you get another batch. They can differ.
Of course they can. That is one major feature of polymers. It's not consistent. With the machine and the way it handles it, with processes the material, with our injection speeds and repeatability, we can actually manage the viscosity shift within the process and still guarantee the same tight tolerance.
That's right. Well, there's a few key things that you alluded to earlier: repeatability, accuracy, and I'm trying to remember the third one is. I'm going to put you there. You go.
So this is a hybrid electric machine. We use a fixed displacement, servo-driven hydraulic system for the injection system. The clamp system is a combination of an electric drive for the low pressure movements and hydraulic for clamping.
Okay, because normally they're fully all hydraulic.
You can either all hydraulic or all electric. The fashion of late was to go all electric, and back 20 years ago that was the best. But today, the modern hydraulic systems, actually offer better efficiency, low energy consumption, and more repeatability. And more importantly, from this machine, it's that explosive injection speed that we can't really deliver with an all-electric machine that we can get with a hydraulic injection system.
Right, so a nice hybrid, so keeping your costs down, but keeping that efficiency and accuracy at all times.
Absolutely. And then in terms of these machines and where they live, they generally live in clean rooms. Clean rooms are by their very nature expensive to run per square foot. So as we've kept the machine footprint neat and tidy, because of the way we cut the screw is effectively cut in half, and that shortens the length of the machine and the width of the machine. So really, in terms of how many machines can I fit in space X, you're going to fit more machines in that space. Lower heat output means I'm going to have to spend less on air conditioning for the clean room, so it's efficiency all around.
Connie's selling it to me already. Now, also in the envelope here, lubricant free or
lubricant free. So in a conventional electric machine, we have a toggle locking system which needs lubrication. That lubrication has to go somewhere, and it generally comes out in the form of grease onto the bed of the machine. In terms of a lot of components, grease contamination of the product is a big problem. We have, I'm not going to say zero, but extremely small amounts of lubricant here because of the direct locking system. All we have is linear bearings. There's no grease transference onto the tie bars. So it is effectively a dry clamp system, which is especially desirable in clean room, but more important, zero risk of grease contamination of product.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, I would like you to drop any questions into us because I want to put Connor to the test, and also Mark. So anything else we need? I mean, what sort of industries is this aimed at?
Again, primarily medical, we're using the term micro, but medical high tolerance industry, automotive electronics industry, and IT, so telephone bezel or base, electronics devices where you're small edge connectors, that's where we're going.
Brilliant. Right, we're going to pass over to Mark very shortly, but just very quickly, tiny footprint, 30 tonnes though, what does this go up to?
On this range we're going up to 200 tonnes for the European market.
And still a small footprint?
It's still a small footprint by comparison with the competition, yes.
Brilliant. Connor, thank you very much. I'm almost sold on this in terms of buying one myself, so thank you very much for that. And the first in the UK?
First in the UK.
Brilliant. Now we're going to find out about automating your EDM, so we're going to hand over to Mark Dedman. Over to you, Mark.
Well, fantastic stand, lots of solutions from Sodick. Now, Jim, I know you've got a passion for this project that we're going to look at. It's a cell, but I sort of come in reverse around. We started with EDM with Chris. That's what you're really famous for to a certain extent, the brand. But now you've developed this cell. Could you tell me what it does and where it fits into the marketplace?
Yeah, okay, yeah, thanks, Mark. Yeah, so as we all know, you take a standard EDM machine, high precision, high quality linear EDM machine from Sodick. They can come with a multitude of different tool changes on there, so you can have 6 position tool changes right the way up to 32 position tool changes. But now this takes it to the next level. So with this level now, the first thing you can do is you can add on an Aroa or another manufacturer's robot. So this robot will allow you to have 6 even up to 12 pallets on there, so you can change workpieces with it. Also, this particular configuration has 83 electrodes in the back. So that's your first stage. This can be used by the machine the machine can just ask this to go in and out and so on and change and do whatever, just like a conventional tool changer or pallet changer would be.
So the type of customers that would use this then, is it companies that are repeating the same product really?
Yeah, similar kind of things. Also customers like, for example, one of our good customers, Alpha Precision in Ireland, who've kindly given us the workpiece that we're demonstrating today. On their particular workpiece, they use 27 electrodes. So having 27 electrodes and being able to handle all 27 is really useful for certain customers.
Are you finding a lot more that the customers' demands are very much about automation in mind?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, because more and more customers are looking for lights out machining. So the longer the cell, the machines can run without being looked at by an operator or having somebody have to intervene and do anything, then the better it is for everybody.
Now, I do see automation in EDM. It's relatively new, but you've added another part of the process, which is metrology.
Yeah, so we've coupled now with our partner for the show, Zeiss. So what we've done with the Zeiss is we brought in a Zeiss CMM to measure the offsets for the electrodes. So as we know, when we manufacture the electrodes, to give us the maximum precision, we need to know exactly where that electrode is on the holder. So this will go around with specific software developed by Zeiss. This will actually work and give us those offsets. Then you couple that with automation software, again from Aroa. It's called a job management system. So this controls everything. If you look on the electrode on the holder there, you've got the little black chip at the front. That chip there has a unique number on it. It's an RFID chip. So when we define this electrode in the cell, we assign the chip to that electrode. So by using that chip, we can then put it into the robot in any position, randomly, wherever we like to put it. As soon as we close the door of the robot scans, it finds where it is. It knows where it is because it's linked to a program that we've already done. It's all in the job management system.
Software is obviously quite key to this, but I've never seen anything like this actually.
Some of this is quite unique, it's quite different. Like you said before, I'm passionate about this. I've been through this. I've set some of these cells up before in the past. We have a customer in the UK who's going through the stage of setting one of these cells up, and it's great to actually, again, partner with Zeiss. They were very excited as soon as we started to talk about it because they've had software, and this kind of thing has been in operation all across Europe. So Germany, Switzerland, Austria, they're all doing this type of automation, and it's all about minimising the downtime on the machine.
And worldwide, what types of industries do you think would actually look at this type of solution?
Your medical industries, where you've got medical molds, they've got a lot of intricate electrodes in there, where they need lots of time to set the electrodes up. So I would say medical, probably some other types of industries that use, what would you say, automotive would maybe benefit from this, where they're using lots of electrodes. Anywhere really where they want to maximise the machining time. Okay, so again, in this example, when this job was done by the customer, the 27 electrodes took them best part of a day to set up, because they set the electrodes up on the machine, they don't use the CMM. That's downtime on the machine. So the machine is sat, it's doing something, it's measuring electrodes, but it's not actually physically making any parts.
And this, a few months ago I visited you, and obviously you was working on this process, but for any engineers that think, hey, this could actually sort of fit my needs, can you actually demonstrate this back in your factory?
Yeah, this is our robot. So we've actually purchased this robot, and as you know, our machine, we've always got a machine in the showroom. Standard machine, we don't need any optional extras on the machine to actually make it work with the robot cell. So yeah, again, the software is all ours. So we're in talks with Zeiss about having a machine in our showroom. So yeah, so this is something that we do want to push. We do want to push this forward.
And I presume you can actually sort of work with other favoured automation partners as well?
Exactly, yeah. So there are other people on the market, and we've worked with them. I've worked with them in the past, and also customers I know that are working with those other people. So yeah, so it's not only Aroa, but we want to show people that Sodick can do what people want.
Jim, thanks very much. And if you are interested in this type of technology, you've got the opportunity to visit Jim, look at your products, and these guys will find the solution. And it's lovely to see different technology on show at MACH. Over to Lindsay, speaking with Peter.
So we're pretty much coming to a close now, and the person I was about to interview has left me. They've gone, they've disappeared. Well, they haven't actually disappeared, but it's for a very good reason, is they've got customers on the stand, which is fantastic. So Chris, can I have you back, please? This is Chris. You've already met Chris today. We always try to make a little bit of a joke about me interviewing you. Why would we do that, Chris?
I can't understand why that would be you. It's like, I don't know why you're standing in that hole, but other than that, no.
Brilliant. This guy always makes me laugh. Chris, 3 years ago, I had the privilege of being able to open the showroom in Warwick. What a fantastic showroom it is. Why should someone come and visit the showroom? Because it's like the central hub for you.
Yeah, it's a great facility. We're very lucky, as I said earlier, to have great staff, great application support and service staff. So it's just the opportunity to prove our technology, really. We feel we're very lucky to have a great level of technology. So just give us a chance, give us a demo, give us a trial. We've got great staff there, so we know that we can deliver. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always try and put people on the spot. And this iGroove technology, you know, Chris, can you dance?
Can I dance?
Yeah.
No.
No. Actually, no, we can't. But he had a good try. Chris, any message? Fantastic. He'll get abuse from all of his colleagues on that one. A final kind of lasting message. Everyone, come to the showroom. If you can still make MACH, you know, we're only on day 2. You've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Why would you say to anyone watching, come and visit the Sodi-tech stand?
I think we've already said it. Great level of technology, great level of support. Lovely machines of all kind of ranges, the full portfolio to see here. EDM dicing, wire erosion, high-speed milling, injection moulding, even the brand new hole drilling machine as well. So just come and see us, come and give us a trial, come and give us a demo, and let's prove how good we are.
I honestly think people don't know how much this brand does. Very exciting. From Chris and the team, thank you so much. We'll be back in about an hour's time for a live on a different stand a little bit later on. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon.